As I started doing my research on Dione, I realised that her show in Melbourne and Sydney was around about the same time as television was launched in Australia. And the more material that I read about her Australian tour in 1956, the more I realised that she was really closely linked to television and the launch of television. And the deeper I got into it, the connections started to emerge, and I realised that Sir Frank Packer, who owned the Women's Weekly, who sponsored her trip out here, also owned a television station and was promoting television viewing. Maya, who had her cooking demonstrations in their emporium here in Melbourne, also had an Admiral Television Sales Centre and were trying to sell televisions. And the whole 1956 tour was about, well, you can come and see Dione demonstrating cooking, but if you can't actually see her live, we've got all these television sets around the store. You can look at her on TV and then you can see how TV works, and if you like what you see, you can pop up to the Admiral TV Centre and you can put a down payment on a TV. So I kind of realised that not only was she a really famous cook coming out to Australia, but she was really inherently involved in television in Australia. And in fact, she was the first person to broadcast on television in this country, and it was a cooking show. So, you know, roll over MasterChef. We've got Dione Lucas back in 1956. So that's where I think she sits in our culinary history. This is the promotion for Dione Lucas, which is all about television. She said she had no idea that she was going to be filmed on closed circuit television with just one camera person. All she saw was the Maya kitchen and a hotel room and the offices of ACP. That was it. And on the weekend she had to travel to the next capital city.